Yep.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You filming? Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. So today we're going to do the presentations of your Weebly sites that you created, taking one poet and finding two pieces of their work, or maybe three or four, to find similarities and differences in their themes and their writing, and also to find out what situations in their lives contributed to their work that they did. So we're going to start off with the first group, Robert Frost.
Hello, we did our project on Robert Frost, and so on our homepage we have a good photo of him, and we have a quote from him that says, "The best way out is always through." So kind of so Robert Frost didn't have the best childhood. He was born on March 26, 1879 in San Francisco, and his father died of tuberculosis at age of 11. So after that he was kind of alone. He found his love for reading and writing. He really started liking poetry. And so halfway through his life he went to all these colleges and dropped out and decided that he wanted to pursue his dream of poetry. And so he moved to England where he met all these poets and got jobs. And by the time he returned to America, he had two collections called The Boy Will in north of Boston. And he was one of America's most respected poets. And so towards the end of his life, he actually was America's hero. He spoke at JFK's presidential inauguration. And he started teaching towards the end of his life. And he died on January 29, 1963. And he's still one of America's most honored poets.
So, our first poem is "Nothing Gold Can Stay." Since we read The Outsiders, it was in that, so I picked the clip. And so, I'm just going to read it. So, nature's first greed is gold, her heart is few to hold, her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so eat the same degree. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. So, that's his first poem.
And you guys actually put the video in there?
Yeah, the small
Pony Boy?
It's one you think I should.
You can play it. I think you're going to have to unmute my computer though.
Sure pretty, huh? Yeah. It's like the mist is what's pretty, you know? All gold and silver. Mm-hmm. Too bad it can't stay like that all the time.
Nothing gold can stay.
Huh?
Nature's first green is gold. Her heart is hue to hold. Early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so eaten same to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay.
Where'd you learn that? That's what I meant.
Robert Frost wrote it. I always remembered it because I never quite knew what he meant by it.
So, our second poem is called "A Road Not Taken." This is also one of the most famous poems. And so it's two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and I'm sorry I cannot travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where a bank in the undergrowth, then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted where. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally no step, and had trodden back. Black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how ways lead on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. 2002 lyrics.
So our similarities between the two poems are, so we noticed that Robert Frost in his poems, it's kind of like sad and sorrowful, and then both of the poems have encompass nature, like in Nothing Gold Can Stay. It's about how nature, like something beautiful stays and then disappears, and with the two birds diverging to the other way. And they both have a rhyme scheme of sorts, and both poems have figurative language in it, and both poems were kind of philosophical and deep, and then both poems give you a sense of what Frost's writings were like. And then there are differences. And then the differences we had are the road not taken is about making a decision and then reflecting on that decision. And then Nothing Gold Can Stay is about something beautiful or amazing can never stay. And then the road not taken is in first person, and Nothing Gold Can Stay is in third person. And then the road not taken is one of Frost's most famous work, and Nothing Gold Can Stay is used in the movie The Outsiders in the clip, and is one of the main themes of the book. So yeah, those are our sources, and that's our project.
All right, great job, you guys. Literally my only complaint on that is that the sources are not, and videographer, you can just stay focused on it. You don't have to switch back and forth, but the sources should be in APA format, so they're just listed out. I know Mrs. Dillard also did that on her example, so that might have been misleading, but other than that, that looks great. Our next group is Sam's.
We did our project on Pablo Neruda. Now, Pablo Neruda had. So, Pablo Neruda was born on June 12th in 1904 in Parral, Chile, and he died September 23rd, 1973. Age 13, Neruda began his career in poetry by writing articles for the daily newspaper and Toluca, Chile. In 1923, Pablo published the first book of poems, a book that has complete poems and an equivalent of 3,237 pages. And through his poetry, he spoke for peace and social justice. He gave a voice for poor people who did not have a voice in their say. He wrote poems in childhood poetry, and A Dog Has Died, and many other works of poetry. Our source was.
We'll read that back. We were having trouble creating another page for the sources, so we put it there.
All right, and make sure you guys are speaking very loudly and clearly.
One of his poems that he wrote is called The Lemon. Out of the lemon flowers, loose on the moonlight, love's lashes and incense. Sudden with fragrance, the lemon tree's yellow emerges. The lemons move down from the tree's planetario. Delicate merchandise. The harbors are big with it. Bazaars. The light in the harbor's gold. We open the halves of the miracle, and clotting acids brim into the starry divisions. Creation's original juices, irreducible, changeless, alive. So the freshness lives in the lemon, in the sweet-smelling house of the Rhine. The proportion arcane and acid, cutting the lemon in half, leaves in little cathedral. Alcoves and unguessed by the eye that open acidulous glass. To the light topazes rain the droplets. Altars aromatic, faceted, faces. I can't pronounce that word. So while facades.
That's okay.
So while the hands holds the cut of the lemon, half a world on the trencher, the gold of the universe wells to your touch, a cup of yellow with minerals, a breast and a nipple, perfuming the earth, and a flashing made fruitage of the diminutive fire of the planet. Pablo Neruda.
Bird. It was passed from one bird to another. The whole gift of the dead. The dead went from fruit to fruit, went dressed to vegetation. In flights which open the tongue, the winds would pass to where birds will breaking up. The dense blue air, and their night came in. When I returned from so many journeys, I stayed suspended in night between the sun and geography. I saw how wheels worked, how the fumes are transmitted by feathering telephone. And from above, I saw the path, the springs, and the rooftops. The fishermen at their trades, the trousers of the boat. I saw it all from a green sky. I had no more alphabet than the swallows and the horses, the tiny, shiny water of a small bird on fire, which dances out of the collar, Pablo Neruda.
Similarities and differences between the two poems. The two poems are Bird and a Lemon. Similarities. Both have very simple titles. Both use a lot of imagery in the poem. The bird. The small bird on fire which dances out of the pollen. Lemon. A flashing maid. The lemon. A flashing maid for fruitage. The diminutive fire of a plant. Both are written in free verse and do not rhyme. Both poems are observations of the subject. Both use personification. Bird, dressed in vegetation. Lemon, a breast and a nipple. The tone of both poems is positive and admiring. Neither of the poem has a big shift. Both have this theme. If you take the time to observe everyday things, it can be a great gift. The differences. The Lemon poem uses metaphors. A cup yellow with miracles. The gold of the universe. And the rest of the nipple. The mood of the bird poem is very calm. The mood of the Lemon poem is very exhilarating. The bird is written in first person and past tense. The Lemon poem is written in first person but present tense.
Alright guys, a couple technical issues, but otherwise it looks great. Now, one thing that you ran into, which a lot of people asked about, was words in some of these poems that we wouldn't generally use in class, which you navigated well, but I do find it intriguing that you mentioned breast and a nipple in every single page. But hey, if you've got an excuse, why not? Alright, thank you. Great job, and Donna and Ellie. And great maturity from my audience in hearing those words repeatedly.
Okay, so we did the poet Lillian Morrison. Lillian Morrison, she was born in 1917 in Jersey City, New Jersey, where she also grew up. And as a child, she would play a lot of street games, and that inspired her love of poetry because she would always sing lots of rhymes and chants. And she also loved watching sports and the movement of human body in motion. So that also inspired the topic of many of her poems. And some of her poems include The Sidewalk Racer and The Sprinters. But she died recently at age 96 in 2000. Okay, this is one of her poems, The Sidewalk Racer. Skimming an Alpsop sea, I swerve, I curve, I sway. I speed to whirring sound an inch above the ground. I'm the sailor in the sail, I'm the driver in the wheel. I'm the one and only, single engine, human automobile. The Sprinters. The gun explodes on them, pummeling, pistoling, they fly. In time, space, a go at the limit, a terrible try. They smash the ticking glass, outpace the beat that runs the streaks away, tireless and faster than they. Beside ourselves, it is for us they run. We shout and pound the stands for one to win. Loving him whose hard, race-driven stride most mocks clock and almost breaks the bands which lock us in. Differences for The Sidewalk Racer, the poem is in the first person point of view. It has examples of metaphors. I'm the driver and the wheel. It has an example of internal rhyme. I swerve, I curve. The tone and mood is peaceful and relaxed, and the poem has one stanza. And then for the Sprinters, the poem is in third person point of view. It does not have examples of metaphors. It does not have an example of internal rhyme. The tone mood is exciting. The poem has two stanzas. And then for our similarities, they both involve sports. They both have end rhyme, but not a definite rhyme scheme. Free verse. They have examples of alliteration. The Sidewalk Racer, I'm a sailor in the sail. The Sprinters, a terrible try. They both use rhythm and beat to help get the poem across to the reader.
And sources. All right, great job, you guys. Again, not APA formatting, but we'll continue to work on that.